Welcome back. Alright, so hey everyone, today's episode is just going to be question time with Tiffany. I have a series of questions and I'm just going to answer them. So here we go. If you could be in a room breaking bread with anyone, who would it be? Barack Obama. End of discussion. And Michelle. I want Michelle to be there too, so duh. What is something you always do before a performance? I pray. I remember when I was in Lion King, every performance right before I went on for the first scene as Shenzi, I would be behind a scrim and behind the rocks, and I would just close my eyes and just say, thank you God for this opportunity. I know I'm tired today, or I know that I complained about this thing or whatever, but I'm so incredibly grateful, and I just hope that this is the beginning of great things for me. That's pretty much the thing that I've stuck to continuously throughout, whether it's being on set, whether it's being in a musical, in a play, wherever I am. I just always take a moment and express my gratitude for the moment. What do you do when you don't get the part? To be completely honest, I get a little down, especially if it's something that I really want. And these days, I'm pretty much only auditioning for things that I really want, because I've become more specific about my trajectory. I will go back in my mind and think about, okay, you know, why is it? Was it something out of my control? Was it not my best audition? Whatever. And at the end of the day, I'm never going to really know exactly why. You know, I might have a feeling that it wasn't my best audition, or that was my best audition, and maybe it was just something else about somebody else that just got them the part. They were equally as great, if not greater, or you know, something else that was out of my control. I do make sure that I acknowledge my disappointment, and I usually give myself some time, no longer than 24 hours, to mourn the loss. And then after that, I have to let it go, because I can't let it burden me or drag me down, because I have other auditions to get to. So yes, I get down, but I push through it. I give myself a timeline. If I'm not over it by a certain time, then I got some splaining to myself to do. What is the most invaluable practice to you as an actor? Self-care. That's the one. I have to just be honest with myself and recognize when it's time for me to do things for myself. If it means saying no to an outing just so that I can spend time with myself, or spend time with a loved one, or work on something that I need to do for my craft, then I'm honest with myself about that. If I just need to take one of my days off and go somewhere outside of the city, go to a spa, or take a class, or whatever the case may be, I just make sure I am honest with myself about that. I acknowledge it and I do it. I meditate sometimes. I've talked about some of the things that I do for self-care, but I think that that's the most invaluable practice that I have, and just the recognition of when those moments come, it's like, okay, it's time for a day of self-care, or a moment of self-care, where I kind of put I do put myself before anything else. So that's the most important thing you can do in this field, in this world even. So as an adult, self-care is very important. What do you do when you get sick? I'm bad. Sometimes I try to power through it, thinking that I'm Superwoman and I'll get over it. And sometimes I do. I just kind of pump up my vitamins or whatever, but I probably should be a little bit better about just going to get the medical care that I need. I have insurance and there's no reason why I shouldn't. So don't be like me. If you ever feel like you're getting a little tickle in your throat or something's happening, definitely go see a doctor as soon as possible. There's nothing that you need to prove, and there's no reason to try to power through it. Especially as actors, our voices are, you know, our bodies are our instrument, and we need them to be in the best possible shape to do the best possible work that we can. And there have been a couple of times I've been fortunate, even though I've powered through so many times, that I've only gotten real sick, so sick that I couldn't do my performance, and it was a theater performance, thank goodness, only twice in my career, but it was twice too many. So definitely go see a doctor if you're ever feeling sick, and take care of yourself. Do what you need to do to take care of yourself. Rest, hydrate, and take your vitamins. What do you envision your career looking like? I touched on this a little bit earlier, but basically I envision my career having longevity, that it's steadily growing and existing, and that it never ends until the moment that either A, I leave this earth, or B, I decide, you know what, I had fun and I'm done, and that's it. I have my eyes set on a lot of things when it comes to television and film, and things when it comes to theater, and I hope that I achieve those milestones in my life. I believe that I will, as long as I stay the course, as I said earlier. And I just envision my career deepening. The breadth of work that I get to experience and share with the world, it deepens and it grows, and I grow as a person, and my work just continues to get better and better and better, that I continue to become the master at the craft that I hope to be. That's really it. I want to be able to do what I love. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Well, that's it. That concludes the Questions with Tiffany episode. Hope you enjoyed. Hope it was informative. Any other questions you have for me, please feel free to comment below. I would love to answer them in future episodes, or if you have any comments, please feel free to share. I'd love to hear from you. All right, until next time. Ciao. Welcome back. That's from Welcome Back, Mr. Carter, right? Yeah. My foot's falling asleep.